I saw 1959's color film by Ozu called Floating Weeds. Floating Weeds, I have watched the movie many, many times in the past. So this time from Criterion Channel subscription, this is the last one I watched from his color films. And again, it is wonderful film. It is probably, his masterpiece. Maybe, autumn afternoon and late spring and floating weeds. Those three films is my most favorite. Or maybe four. My father, I think that's another one. It's old black and white film. Anyway, this Floating Weeds is about this traveling theater group, companies traveling around the countryside of Japan. And that particular thing is, I think it's very kind of a common, because I remember when I was living in a small town in Kyushu, those people traveling around the country and do the show of kabuki type of plays and their own samurai plays and stuff. So it's a very Japanese type of theater culture there. So this boss of the theater culture is played by Ganjiro Nakamura, who is wonderful. He is kabuki theater actor, and he is a great actress in there. And his mistress was played by Machiko, not the mistress, I think co-workers. He recruited among the other, female actors. Kyo Machiko played that opposite to Ganjiro Nakamura. So there seems to be a couple there. But there's another young actress played by Ayako Wakao. She is a wonderfully beautiful actress in this film, young and beautiful, and she is playing in that particular group also. So Ganjiro Nakamura has this other mistress there who is living in the particular small town in Shikoku, I think, and Ganjiro Nakamura and this mistress has a son played by Hiroshi Kawaguchi, and so because of this particular relationship, father and son, is secret. Son doesn't know anything about the father. So this particular father was visiting there, but introduced to him as the mother's brother, and so that's how that relationship occurs there. And the mother was played by Haruko Sugimura, the great actress. And so Ganjiro Nakamura, Machiko Kyo, Hiroshi Kawaguchi, Ayako Wakao, Haruko Sugimura. Those 5 actors are wonderful in this particular play. And also the story itself. This is a make of 1934 film, story of floating weeds. I think this is a black and white, I think maybe silent films probably. And so Ozu wanted to make this particular film for some time after he started to make a color film. So by doing so, he, I think, invited this great cinematographer named Kazuo Miyagawa. Kazuo Miyagawa, as a cinematography, he made lots of wonderful films, like Rashomon by Kurosawa, Yojimbo by Kurosawa, and Kagemusha by Kurosawa, and Ugetsu by Mizoguchi. So all these great cinematography depicted in those films. So he was invited to do the cinematography in this film, and it is, strikingly beautiful cinematography there. This particular one scene with rain coming down and the streets, and one side this Ganjiro Nakamura is standing, and the other side Machiko Kyo is standing there. So it's going back and forth in the torrential rain there. That particular scene was so beautiful and artistic, and that was wonderful. And so story is also very emotional, very well crafted, I would say. This is, of course, the Kogo Noda and Yasujiro Ozu's screenplay there. So it is, already made by them once. So this is the second making. But I think this is very original. No wonder Ozu wants to make it again. It's a very tender story. So the particular storyline is also about this fading culture of this traveling troupe of the theater, Japanese theater, Kabuki theater group. And the popularity of those Kabuki theater is, I think, getting less and less. And of course, this is made about 1959. Therefore, time is about that particular time, late 50s and 1960s. Around that time, so already those live theater culture is kind of getting less and less popular because of the TVs appearing and the movies appearing, and so those live theater, traditional live theater, is getting less popular. So the dying culture of the particular theater group is well depicted. But nonetheless, I think that's acting by those, 5 characters. Ganjiro Nakamura's wonderful, Kyo Machiko, wonderful, and Haruko Sugimura, wonderful, Ayako Wakao, beautiful and wonderful, and Hiroshi Kawaguchi, very good young actors there. So if you look at those actings there, you realize, this is a great film. And although I watched so many times in the past, but this time again I watched, and I was struck by this beauty of this particular filmmaking. So this is a 1959 film by Ozu, and I think this is after Ohayo, which is 1959 also, and made the same year. And so Ozu was, I think, the peak of the making this color film at that time. So I would tremendously recommend. I think this is everybody else's #1 list of Ozu to appreciate his own artistic pictures, as well as the cinematography by Kazuo Miyagawa. And this is not miss. If you are Ozu fan, this is, you cannot miss it.